This could potentially be our last Champions League game of the Right to Dream series. Round of 16 against Bayern Munich. Let's get into it. So looking at the competitions that we're already in, 3F Superliga, still undefeated, 18 wins, 1 draw, 39 plus goal difference and 55 points. We're currently 6 points ahead of FC Copenhagen, but we have a game in hand, so we could stretch that to 9 points if we need to. And talking about an undefeated season, we have lost our first probably competitive game in Denmark in a while now. We lost to FC Midtjylland 2-1 in the first leg of the quarterfinal of the Sidebank Pokalen, but we're here for Champions League. Let's get into it. Now this is the team that we are going to start to face at home against Bayern Munich. Atubolu in goal, Amay, Diamande, Agent Buchmann, I hope not, and Ndiaye at the back. Kudus, Saber, because Asbjørn Jorgensen is currently facing a suspension. Iliax Mariba with Cherki as the shadow striker, Ado Blessing and Makoko up front. Now there's a few of these players that have played in German football and played against Bayern Munich the last time we did play them, which didn't turn out too well in our favour here. Benjamin Sesko up front for Bayern Munich. He's the new Haaland. He's going to give us a horrible time today, but I just hope that Makoko's pace and Ado Blessing's power can get us across the line today against FC Bayern. As you can see, Sesko, Mane, Gnabry and Samardzic as their front four, with Luis, Goretzka, Davies, was that De Ligt? Oh, speaking way too slowly then. Let's see who else they've got. De Ligt, Upamecano, Vanderson with Trubin in goal, and Gnabry has the first highlight. It's cracked off the crossbar and Amay has cleared it away, but Goretzka brings it forward. Gnabry now on the right hand side. We've just got to stay tight here. Sesko with the header again off the post. Mane back to Davies. This could be horrible. Rafa Luis, Goretzka back to Luis. 5 minutes in and we're already struggling. Thankfully, the highlight has ended. Not the start that we want to see. Is positive mentality the correct thing to do? I'm not fully sure just yet. I may drop it down to balanced as Sesko heads it just over the bar. So Atubolu was playing in the German league, so he should be used to playing against Bayern. Buchmann obviously used to be on the cards at FC Bayern also. Mariba at RB Leipzig. Again, he's used to facing them, as is Makoko. But you know, it has been all Bayern so far. It's quite a quick game if it's going to be nearly half time. Rafa Luis to Vanderson. Mane at the back post. Gives it to Davies. Good run, but it has ultimately gone over the bar. Now our two strikers, they are sitting up there as well. We've had one shot on target. Although saying that, the last time we did play Bayern, Schmitty got that late minute header to win us the game 3-2. As Davies runs down the left. Ado Blessing is sitting quite back to be tracking back to Davies, but I'm not going to complain. Davies to De Ligt, Rafa Luis, back to De Ligt to Goretzka. Good press. Who's that boy? Is that Mariba? It was Mariba. Fantastic tackle by Diamande, but Cherki gives the ball away way too softly. Amay doesn't deal with Mane, but it has gone just over the bar. Now, I'm not quite sure what to think of that half just yet. We are going to go back to our positive mentality. Now, a draw wouldn't be the worst result that we could see. And everyone, they're just playing okay, aren't they? I mean, Amay's on a booking. I don't like this. Now, Namindi Collins, not today, my friend. Nagalo's going to come in at right back. And looking at the other talent that we've got, Cherki isn't doing great, but we're going to keep him on just for the first 15 minutes. And if he hasn't made an impact, then we will make a change there. But Buchmann to Ndiaye. Back to Buchmann. Gives it to Diamande. So we're trying to go through the middle here. Saber to Mariba. Into Cherki. Back to Diamande. Back to Saber. Nice passing. Kudus to Cherki. Go on, Cherki. It's been saved by Trubin. Good impact. good start to us, and we are going to demand more as well as Cherky swings this corner in. Upamecano heads it clear. Bookman, is that the end of the highlight? It is the end of the highlight. Although Bayern have their own now, as Gnabry's going to whip their corner in. They got quite a few people in the box there. Diomande heads it clear. Delic to Rafa Luis. Gnabry, too much space, not being closed down. And Nagalo with the block past Atubolu. And it's not looking very promising at the minute. Sesko, was that a penalty? No, Sesko handled the ball. The amount of times that I'm used to a penalty being given against us. So Cherky's on a 6.4. Mariba, to be fair, Ado Blessing isn't playing too well either. So we'll let this play out. We're going to demand more. And we'll make a couple of changes around. So Diomande to Bookman. Don't get stuck on the press there. Ndiaye. Back to Bookman. Gives it to Diomande. I may tell him to not play out of defence against Bayern. But Nagalo back to Diomande. Saber. I mean, you could see it happening a mile off. Mane steals the ball, gives it to Sesko, shoots from distance, but Atubolu has held on nicely there. So this tactic in possession. Okay, we're not telling them to play out of defence. Let's focus down the wings. We'll run more also as well. And hit some early crosses into the box. And defence-wise, I mean, Mariba, he looks like he's struggling a little bit. So Christensen or Fatawu. I do like Fatawu, so we're going to bring Fatawu on. And Cherky hasn't been fantastic. 6.4 for him, very disappointing. There is Onigbule. We're going to bring on Onigbule, and to be honest, Ado Blessing's going to come off. Amega's a tempting one to bring in, but Evan Gusand is going to be the guy that we are going to rely on here, as Fatu whips the corner in. Sesko heads away, but Kudus gets it outside the box, into Saber, into Diomande. This is a little bit tense as Mane has dispossessed Kudus. Sesko to Goretzka. Onigbule, fantastic interception there. Makoko 1-0. Lovely stuff. That's why you keep him on the pitch. We haven't going to demand more, but I'm going to demand more as soon as I can. Kudus lost out way too cheaply then. I mean, there's one substitute left. We're going to bring on Christensen for Kudus. But Onigbule, fantastic interception there. Makoko, I mean, he went near post. Very, very risky, but a sigh of relief from myself. We're going to tell him to focus as Goretzka hits the ball forward. Christensen heads it away, but Rafa Luis brings it on also. I'm just going to pause the game slightly, change our instructions. I mean, out of possession, we have got a mid-block. We're going to hold shape and regroup. There seems to be quite a disconnect between our midfield and our defence. Maybe it's the Mazzalas that we are employing, but Gusand to Christensen. Onigbule, is this two? It is two. Onigbule, fantastic contribution to this game since coming on as a substitute. I didn't expect this to happen. Fantastic stuff. Nagalo, nice deft ball. Gusand, Christensen, Onigbule, one-on-one. I mean, Trubbin got a leg to it, but fantastic finish into the bottom corner there. I think we may have put ourselves in a commanding position for the next leg, and confirm changes there. It wouldn't let me make a sub as Simmons runs into the box, back post to Sesko. He looked offside, but was he being played on by Bookman there? Has Agent Bookman struck again against German opposition? He looked off, but Bookman could have played him on. Has been disallowed. We get lucky there. I mean, how close was Bookman to playing on Sesko? Very close indeed, but we have kind of got away with that one there. I think we're going to stop them being a Mazzala now. Decline playmakers, let them sit a little bit deeper. And Fatawu, he could be a roaming playmaker as we go forward. Onigbule, we're going to drop you down. Maybe as an advanced playmaker or attacking midfielder on support. We don't need you getting up into those higher positions as we go forward. And always, is it always a bad time to change? Not sure. Bookman clears it away. Christensen tries to head it on. Samardzic to Simmons. Atubolu had it covered by the looks of it. We're going to drop from positive into balanced. And we're going to time waste and be more disciplined, dribble less. We'll take away focusing down a certain area of the pitch. I mean, it's 10 minutes to go. It looks like we've kind of football managers FC Bayern here, but we've had 4 shots all on target as Diamande heads it out to Nagalo. Nagalo, he has hit it long to no one. Come on, Guzan, you should be chasing that down. As Davies hits it long to Samardzic. This isn't good. Sesko's in the middle, so's Mane. We've conceded with, 2 minutes to go? Not happy at all. And don't concede 2 in 2 minutes, please. Makoko gives it to Bookman. Bookman to Ndiaye. Crowded out straight away. Into Saber, though, to Bookman. What are you doing, Bookman? Stop doing that. Christensen to Fatawu. Guzand to Makoko. That's a nice ball. Goretzka dives in as well. As Simmons spreads it wide to Samardzic. Mane now. Someone take him down, please. Let's go back to what we were doing. But I've got a feeling we're going to get stung here with 2 goals in 2 minutes. Sesko heads it off the post. Bookman clears it away. I mean, we've scraped away a 2-1 win. We've seen so much control at 2-0. But conceding with 2 minutes to go has set up a nervy affair in Munich. But we'll praise the lads for what they've done so far. Onyek Boulay, he was fantastic when he came on. But let's go to the second leg, and hopefully we can hold on to this lead. Now, it seems that FC Midtjylland have our number in this season so far. We've just suffered our first loss of the season, 3-0 to Midtjylland. It's not fantastic, but we are still 6 points ahead of FC Copenhagen. And 21 points ahead of FC Midtjylland, so a bit of a shock loss. But, you know, when you're rotating a team around to save your players for the bigger games, sometimes you can slip on a banana skin. But talking of big games, Bayern Munich next, let me show you the team. So as you can see, a couple of positions that need replacing in this. Alex Mariba is currently injured. Not enjoying his injury here. He's only out for 4 days though with a virus. So his replacement is probably going to be Onyek Boulay. He had a fantastic time coming in as the centre attacking midfielder. I'm not sure whether we should change up our formation, but Amey's going to come off for Nagalo. And bench-wise, we're going to bring in El Shaarawy and Jorgensen as well. You know what? Jorgensen's going to get the start over Onyek Boulay. Yeah, we'll get into it. Now, Jorgensen's going to be the Mazzala. Saber, I have enjoyed him being in the centre midfielder position. One for the future, definitely. I mean, Agume going for 33 million and then signing Saber for, I think it was 7.75. Can't complain at all. He's going to have a big impact on this team when I'm here and when I'm not here. More on that after this series has been completed. But no change for Bayern Munich, with the exception of Kalki being at the back for Upamecano. Maybe he's facing a suspension, as we are with Amey. Nagalo coming in. I have a lot of confidence he's going to do the job. I just hope, however, though, that we don't get absolutely blown away by Bayern Munich as Jorgensen gets the ball into Makoko. An early goal would be nice. Jorgensen loses out though. Bookman into Jorgensen. Saber to Kudus. Ado Blessing picks up the ball in a nice position there. Into the box. Kudus is there. Kudus, that's what I wanted. An early goal. 1-0 against FC Bayern. Ado Blessing, nice work down the right hand side. Has cut it back. I was literally just about to say, has Kudus been a bit of a waste with the 50 million spent, but Glad I didn't say it now. Ado Blessing could sit across. Kudus, yep, it has been massively deflected from Vanderson. We don't care. 1-0 in 7 minutes. We're going to drop into a balance mentality as Cherky crosses it into the back post and Buckman has headed it over. We'll tell him to focus. There's no point pushing this game now. What a way to settle my nerves in this game as Nagalo is going to throw it long to no one, really. Weird throw in. Kudus picks it up though. Go for a second, Kudus. It's blocked. Ado Blessing just about saved by Trub in there. And it seems to be all us in the first quarter of this game as Sesko clears away. Kudus against Nabry has lost out, but Sabres back to save us. Nagalo to Diamande and to Buckman. I mean, stick or twist, that is the ultimate question here. Ashraf Sabre, to be fair, and Kudus and Ndiaye all looking a little bit fatigued, so one to look at after half-time as Buckman gives it to Ndiaye. There's no option for him there. Back to Buckman, back to Sabre. I mean, maybe we should focus down the wings a little bit more, so we will give that a go. Diamande to Sabre. I mean, Sabre, he's slotted into this team very nicely indeed. Nagalo to Ado Blessing, back to Diamande. I'm waiting for Cherky's run from the middle. Kudus now, Sabre. I mean, it's nice play. Jorgensen, don't lose it here. I think Jorgensen could be one of my favourite young prospects that I've had in this game save. Kudus now. Lovely ball to Makoko. Can it be 2? Makoko, it can be 2. Yes, Makoko. He turns it on when he needs to. 2-0, 4-1 on aggregate. Please say it's game, set and match. We've absolutely dominated Betty Bayan over these 2 legs. Kudus over the top to Makoko. A goal and assist now for Kudus. Right to Dream are having a right to dream. Lovely stuff. However, we are very fatigued. Cherky crosses it in. Samadic heads it away. This could be a 3-on-3 situation here. I mean, if Sabre wants to chase down Sesko, I'll be quite happy if he does that. Sesko finds Nabry. The score is back to 2-1. 2-goal leads as we go into the last 5 minutes of this half. We're going to tell him to focus. I don't really want to see that highlight. We will go again. Ndiaye. Again, throws it to no one. I'm not quite sure what these long throw-ins are about here as Nabry runs free. Over to Mane, but Nagalo gets the head onto that. As Asnu runs clear down the left-hand side. Rafa Luis into Asnu again. Kudus picks it up lovely though. Gives it to Ado Blessing. Makoko's there. Makoko's there. Makoko is there. He loves it. Dortmund boy playing against FC Bayern. 3-goal lead again in our advantage. As Kudus, lovely stuff. Ado Blessing, he hasn't scored in about 8 games so far, but he finds Makoko with a lovely pass there. Now, I got a little bit too overconfident last time. We're going to tell him to fire up as Jorgensen just slides in. That's a red. Straight red for Jorgensen. It's just made our day a lot harder here. I think if anyone's going to come off, you know what we're going to do? Ado Blessing will come off. We'll just play with the 1 up front. And Christensen will come in for Ado Blessing. I mean, the 3-goal lead that we have, I'm a little concerned, I'll be honest, against 10 men. Sorry, we have the 10 men against the 11 men. Sabre's looking tired, so's Kudus, so's Ndiaye, so's Buckman. I think we'll give it 10 minutes. We can't afford to go down to 9. We're going to tell them to focus. Half an hour to go. Let's make some changes here. So, Ndiaye, he looks tired. El Shaarawy is going to come in for his first kind of appearance in a while now. Pilgard also to come in. Cherky looks fine, but Sabre. Who are we going to bring on for Sabre? I mean, I like Fatawu, but Onyekbulu did enough in the last game. So Christensen's going to go in the box-to-box midfielder role. Pilgaard, he can play out on the right. Another fantastic young talent coming through at FC Northland. We're going to put him as the Masala, with Cherky as the second striker. It's all about holding on to this lead now. The assistant manager says about going very defensive. We're not going to do that. Buckman, he's looking tired as well. I mean, the Mindy Collins, 2 come in for Buckman. As Sesko heads it against the post and Nagalo clears it away. I mean, I don't see us conceding 10 goals. Touchwood in, 10 goals, 3 goals in 10 minutes. So we are going to tell them to focus as Pilgaard gives it to Nagalo. Diamande. Back to Nagalo. Cherky now. Hold on to it. Christensen. Back to Nagalo. I mean, we could go 5 at the back. Diamande all the way over to Makoko, but it is picked up by Thor. You know what? Let's do it. Christensen, he can play as a right wing back. El Shaway can play as a left wing back. And then this formation, the rocket to go forward as Cherky gives it to Makoko. Fantastic turn. And it has hit it just wide. That could have been his hat-trick, but it wasn't to be on this occasion. But what is to be is we have beaten FC Bayern 5-2 on aggregate. Unless they score now, then it's 5-3. But don't see him coming back into this with 90 seconds to go. Sane into Gnabry. Out to Andre. Lovely curling effort, comes off the crossbar, and the Mindy Collins manages to clear it away. There's 1 minute to go. Vanderson to Simmons. Onyekbulu picks it up. I mean, is this just normal Football Manager highlights that nothing happens? I hope it is. I hope we've got this win. 3-1 at the Allianz Arena. That is a famous victory for us away from home. We've done it quite often in the Champions League, though. We've had the big results away from home. El Shaway, Onyekbulu, back to El Shaway. Nice hold-up play there. Given away to Delic. Makoko heads it away. Collins, Cherky. There you have it. We have beaten Bayern 5-2 on aggregate. Comprehensive win with 10 men as well for 45 minutes. We kept them at bay. And a fantastic result indeed. We're going to outstretch our arms. Well done to the guys. Jorgensen's going to miss the rest of the Champions League. But anyway, let's see who we are going to face in the quarterfinals. So here we are. The draw for the quarterfinal. There's some big teams in this. Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City and Barcelona. So we've got 2 from Spain, 3 from England, 1 from Italy, 1 from France, and 1 from the mighty Denmark. Right to Dream FC. Real Madrid against Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, I think I'd like to face Inter or Arsenal. So it's going to be Man City, Liverpool or Inter Milan. Please be Inter Milan. It's Inter Milan. I wanted that to give us kind of a better chance to get into the semi-finals. Liverpool against Manchester City. That's a fantastic draw that is as well. But now we know who we're going to face. Let's get on to the semi-final one. So the semi-final one, not sure why they do it this way. However, Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain against Arsenal and Barcelona. So if we do beat Inter, we're against either Liverpool or Manchester City. Teams we have faced already in our game save, and teams that we defeated on the way to winning the Champions League last season. You know when we're back for next. Right to Dream FC versus Inter Milan, quarter-final of the Champions League. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.